Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 71 of Europa Universalis for As the Ottomans. Hard to believe that we're already into the 70s with episode numbers. This campaign feels like it's gone really fast for me. I've really been having a good time with it. Before we start though, I'd like to give a shout out and a big thank you to one of my Patreon supporters, William Luke, for once again sponsoring this video with his generous donation on Patreon. That's 3 months in a row now, and that is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for that. It all helps me to basically keep the lights on. But that really, really is appreciated. So thanks once again, William. Now, on a slightly more negative note, during the course of this campaign, I have received a few messages and comments from a few people. Not a huge number, by no means has it been the majority. But I've received a few messages and comments from people saying that I'm playing it wrong, I'm not playing the Ottomans right, I'm making a mess of things, just general things to that effect. Well, what I have to say to that is, first of all, I disagree. I mean, it's a subjective opinion. This is my first time playing the Ottomans, and I think I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm in first place on score, I'm really enjoying the game. Sure, I haven't conquered the entire world, and I'm sure there are people that have, but that doesn't mean that I'm doing it wrong. If you're not happy with the way that I'm playing the game, feel free not to watch. It's not exactly rocket science. Instead of getting butthurt about the way I play, go and watch somebody else play the way you want them to play, or go and play it yourself. I'm happy to play the way that I'm playing. If you don't like that, that's all on you. That is not my issue. But now that's out of the way, let's go ahead and unpause. We still have this potential disaster. All of a sudden a load of people want military access because I've just loaded the game in. This is the first sort of video of a new session. It's only one province, so that's not too bad. So this disaster, not particularly happy about this, because our army tradition is under 70%. Now how can we stop that from happening? There's got to be a way to actually put it on pause. We need a ruler with a skill of at least 5 in something or another. I mean, to be fair, even if it fires, it's going to increase the reduce our manpower, increase our tech cost, and increase our idea cost. So it's not too terrible. Now, can we actually change our ruler over yet? Where are we? Our heir is not old enough yet, and the heir's probably not going to be old enough. Now, our heir does have a high enough admin skill. I mean, we've got the same numbers overall. We've got an 8 versus an 8, so there's a great advisor died. That was our military guy. And I think we'll probably... let's just go with the manpower guy. We're making plenty of money still. So we need to find somebody else that we can declare a war on. We don't have a truce currently with Austria. So we could go ahead and start another fight over here. Now, they are allied with Spain, which is always problematic. Now, I believe we do have a truce with Spain still. Yeah, we're going to have a truce with Spain for 5 more years now. We could potentially declare a war on the Commonwealth. We don't have a truce with them. They are allied with the Papal State and Sweden. We don't care much about Sweden. If we did declare a war over here, the Papal State and Sweden would come in, but France and the Netherlands would also come in on my side. We've got imperialism CBs now anyway. Now, what mission do I currently have? Rival of our rival is Scotland. Are we actually working on Scotland? We are. There was a mission a while ago to take Moldova, but I think it might be time to go and have a bit of a bite out the Commonwealth. Now, of course, we would like to get some more stuff done against Spain. I don't know whether or not France is going to throw down here and make a mess of things. Spain are already... hang on, Spain are the defender against the Commonwealth. Oh, right, okay, so the Commonwealth and Spain are already in a war with one another. Let's go and speak to France. Let's tell France to prepare for war. So that way they shouldn't get too involved in anything else. Let's go ahead and actually... oh, Netherlands are already at war. Who are you at war with? The Shawnee. So you're fighting some... random imperialist war over there. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and put up the army maintenance. We'll still make money even doing that. Do we have any loans going? Don't have any loans. That is good. What about the institutions? We do have a bit of a tech penalty. We're well ahead in military tech. A little bit behind in admin and diplo, but we should catch up there relatively quickly. As for idea groups, we don't have any that we are working on currently. Will we want to unmothball the heavies? Probably. So let's go ahead and get you unmothballed. Let's go and make sure that we're in a good position to deal with this fight. So what we're going to do is we're going to have some units up over here, because it's quite possible that they might actually come and attack through Crimea. Sweden does like to do that. And then what we're going to do is make sure that most of our armies are sort of up on this coast. We are going to want to make sure we've got these forts on. In fact, they all need upgrading to fortresses, really. They're a little bit out of date. We'll make that one into a fortress. We'll make this one into a fortress. And this one, we'll actually remove that one. It's a little bit too far south. This one is already a fortress. And maybe this one needs to be a fortress. Don't quite have enough development here to do that, though. Gain admin power or prestige. We'll go for the admin power. Let's give you a little bit of a boost. We're already ahead in military. So that unlocks another slot. Now we can go and get you to build a fortress. Costs quite a bit of money, but I think it will be worthwhile by the end. Now, we're not going to war with Austria, so we're going to want most of our troops over here. But we will be going to war with Spain. Algeria. Where's Algeria? I should know that one. And why can't I spell today? It's going to be one of those days. A-L-G. Yeah, that's there. Oh, because it's a nation. Right, okay. We call diplomat from there. Let's sort these things out one at a time. We are paused. Okay, so Algeria is Tlemcen, Iran. This is all somewhere. F. Yeah, so we'd have to take all of this from Spain. That's going to be tricky. Though we could take a lot of this. We could take a lot of North Africa. But I'd like to take Italy, to be honest. That would give us a CB against Spain directly. Okay, I'm not too bothered about any of those right now then. So what we want to do is... Do we want to have a siege leader down here? We probably do. We've only got one leader with siege. Let's give you the siege leader so you can start getting some of Spain sieged out. We probably won't get to take all that much from Spain anyway. Now then, what's the current state of play over here? You're still in your war with Austria. So if I were to declare war now, France and the Netherlands would come in. Any chance that one of these guys wouldn't? The Papal State almost wouldn't. The Papal State actually have some war exhaustion. And Sweden is in debt. Sweden is still likely to come in. Oh, it's the Papal... I keep thinking we're going to war with Spain on this one, but it's not Spain. Spain was the other war that I was looking at. Well, okay, that's fine. So if it's just the Commonwealth and Sweden and the Papal State, we should still have the heavies ready anyway. We don't necessarily need to... Well, you can actually stay there, I suppose. Just in case we can get through and attack some of Spain with these guys. So that's not too bad. But I'm gonna let the timer run for a little while because the Papal State are almost at the point where they wouldn't be willing to join in this war. Are they still in a war? They are. So they're gaining war exhaustion. So they're literally like 1 or 2 ticks away from not being willing to join the war on the defenders' side, which would be fantastic. And in fact, they're already at that point where they wouldn't come in. So let's go ahead and call in both of our allies. We'll go ahead and confirm that. We might as well go ahead now and move the siege leader over here then, because we're not going to need him down there. So let's go ahead and start moving in on the Commonwealth. We've got all of our generals down here. Now, I don't think the Commonwealth have actually got any ships down here anyway, to be honest. And I don't think Sweden are going to come all the way down here. So I am just going to go back and mothball the heavies again. Crimea are already getting stuff done. I feel a little bit bad for Crimea. The fact that I haven't actually really expanded any of their land for them. We might have to give them a tiny little bit of land. Let's keep gaining the piety. So we do have all of these guys up here now. Let's go and move these, at least some of these guys north so that we can help with the siege of Crimea. Obviously Crimea may have some troops sort of wandering around this area because they're already dealing with Austria. Although I've got the feeling that Spain has killed a lot of them off already, so I'm not particularly worried about that. Unfortunately, we are stuck behind this fort, so we are going to have to wait for that to fall before we can really do anything else. So we'll keep these conversions going. We'll hope that that fort falls relatively quickly. I'm not even going to turn these forts on, to be honest. I'm not necessarily certain that France and the Netherlands is even going to be able to reach the Commonwealth, but they may just keep Sweden busy. Especially as the Papal State isn't actually involved in this. So we are taking some attrition up here. And again, I never manage my manpower very well, but that's fine. Let's just get you guys straight on the forts, actually. So we'll see if we can take a bite out of this. I might give a handful of these provinces to Crimea. I mean, Crimea have certainly been my most useful ally in this entire game. We don't have a siege general there, though, so that might slow things down. Does depend what level this fort is. It's only fort level 4. Commonwealth are actually quite far behind in terms of that. Now then, can I actually get through Austria? No. We don't have access through Austria. Now, there is a Commonwealth army there, but it's not a particularly large army. So let's go ahead and start getting some of these guys onto various points. Let's just go and... well, we can't siege your capital out, because we can't get there, apparently. Well, let's just go and start sieging out some of the forts along the way, then. Yeah, this should be not too bad at all. We might even have a look if we can go after the Golden Horde at some point as well. Feed them to Crimea. You are guaranteed by Muscovy, though, which is unfortunate. Although we could probably take Muscovy, in all fairness. We'll lose the legitimacy. Muscovy is not allied. Oh, Muscovy is actually guaranteed by the Commonwealth. So if we were to actually attack the Great Horde, though, it would only be Muscovy coming in. Muscovy currently has 100,000 men, which is a lot less than I've got. So we should be okay. Right, okay, now we're seeing some issues here. We're about to see some units moving in. Where do you think you're going? Let's get you up here, just so that we've got two lots of units next to each other. Because I'm interested to know what you think you're doing. So let's start just getting some units into a position where we could go ahead and fight. You're unfortunately blocked by that fort still. But that's quite a large Commonwealth army there that's attempting to do something. We should probably go and bring this army in as well. Just make sure we've got the numbers around. Now then, what are you going to try and do? Right, now there's a large army coming in that I don't much like. Let's just go and detach a siege there. Let's get you over here. I mean, we probably still can win in a battle, should we need to. We've already got the increased tech cost anyway, so we might as well just leave that as is. Let's just go ahead and detach a siege there. And we're just going to start moving in, because I think that they might try and merge these armies together, potentially go and attack over here. I mean, I'll be honest, that's pretty much what I would do. Let's get you over there with them. Right, okay, so we've got the 32 stack. You still can't get over there, oddly enough. Let's move you there. Let's go and get the one. I want to try and keep these stacks together. I don't really want to sort of mess them up too much. But I do want to make sure that I keep my armies relatively close to one another. It might actually be an idea just to try and jump on one or two of their stacks. Right, somebody's engaging over here. That's where you're going in, is it? Well, they are already locked. Let's just leave a 1 stack and go and engage there. We've got to go the long way round. Let's leave a 1 stack and go and engage there. You guys can force march and get over there as quickly as you can. You guys group up. You can go and move over there as well. So we've got to go through a few different provinces to get there. Wow, they actually reinforced a lot quicker than I expected they would. We do have the crossing penalty here. But we are about to get some extra units in there. I think we actually will lose the battle. No, apparently we won the battle. In some amazing manner, we managed to go and win that one. So let's find a... Right, you're a 32 stack. You can go and move over there. You don't really need to force march. You're a 32 stack. Move back to our territory. 31 stack. You move... That's a really stupid direction you've got to go in. Can you get over there with him? No, wow, we are... Oh, is it this fort that's actually causing problems? Well, let's keep at least one army there sieging this out then. They've recovered from that quite quickly. I'm almost tempted to just... I can't even get there, can I? What about if I just leave one infantry behind here to keep this progress and march the rest of you over there? Now, tell me, how can you not get there when that's... Oh, because you came in from that province. That's annoying. Well, I guess we'll just have to leave them together. We can take Diplo, so let's go ahead and do that. We can make states. We usually can. So you're moving in up there, are you? Right, I very much doubt you're going to get out of there on time. Oh, you actually will. Well, that's good. So we'll put you together. Yeah, you didn't get us. So let's group you up. So you probably belong to that army then. Now we'll move back into that position. No, you're moving into here again now, are you? But you're not locked. Well, maybe this will scare you off. We'll detach a siege there, because we only need one more unit. Actually, we've already got that, so we can just move straight in. And you're coming in here, are you? You did kind of change your mind. You're just going to go and try and siege that back. You're not going to catch me. We're going to win this battle here. You didn't attack me up there. See, now we've got a Swedish army coming in. Swedish army coming in is not good. So let's loop back round and see if we can get over there. Yeah, quite a few big armies around. Not really sure if France is helping. No, France is actually sieging over here. I'm hoping they go and start doing some damage to Sweden, because that might encourage Sweden to pull their troops back towards their own provinces. Which is kind of what we hope will happen. Also waiting for this to hurry up and fall. So we've got a 32 stack there. Right, hang on. Let's pause up. You're about to get engaged by the Swedish stack. So let's go and move in with you. And let's go and move in with you. Let's go and jump in on the Swedish army if we can. Right, they're about to reinforce with a rather large number. Let's just... What have we got here? Let's just go and group all of this lot together. We'll move in with everybody. You're going to get left alone, which is good. So, we won that battle, which is very nice. Now, as we've got all of these guys here, can we go and catch you? Because we might as well start winning some battles where we can. Now, I did see that Crimea's just bitten off more than they can chew down here, but there's nothing I can really do about that. So, let's get a group with a general. So, go and move in over there and start trying to siege a province. Have we got a second one? Apparently we have. Go and work on that Coptic one. I've still got men down here that I'm not utilising. So I should probably go and put them down here in a defensive manner. We've also got the ones... No, we brought all of these ones north. Now, I think we've got the men here to deal with this. Let's actually come down here and start fighting off some of these armies. We've already got 23% war score, which is very good. Sweden are sort of heading back home. Maybe they're getting some stuff sieged out that they want to deal with. Let's get some people in this province here. We'll all attack. No, they're actually backing off. So let's all sort of move over here. We'll try and catch them out, because there is a 53k stack there. They are going to try and engage me over here. Right, we are paused. Don't really like that stack's going to try and come in on me there. Don't think we're going to catch them. Right. Forced march, get in there. You guys have only just arrived. Forced march, get in there. You guys are already locked, so you might as well get into the next province. Not too sure whether or not we'll get to this... Oh no, we did manage to reinforce, just. And we actually won that battle. You guys are already locked in there, so that's fine. Again, doesn't help the manpower doing it this way, but... Yep, you guys go over there. Now, obviously, I'm not going to try and take everything from them, because that would be silly. We don't need forced march on you. You can go and siege that out. Which one has the siege leader? You have the siege leader, so this is the one that can march over... I don't know where you want to march. Just march over there. We'll just try and grab some of these provinces. You're doing that one. So you go to that one. Obviously, what we want to try and do now is get over to Warsaw. Looks like they might have pieced out with Austria, because Austria's got quite a few units around there that are black flagged. France is here, though. Vive la baguette. So France should certainly be helping out with some of this. So let's just keep some of these units moving around and sieging places out. Hopefully between France and the Netherlands, they'll go and kick the snot out of Sweden. I was kind of hoping that Sweden would move back towards home, although they're not really getting anything sieged out. France is up there with some ships. But we're getting the provinces that we need. We just really need to wait for the capital to fall. On that note, though, I'm going to end the video there because we've gone over the 20-minute mark. So, once again, I'd like to give a big shout out and thank you to William Luke for sponsoring this video with his generous donation on Patreon. And I hope all of you guys are still enjoying EU4 as the Ottomans. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.